Tourists are drawn to this National Namal Park, also known as the Jathika Namal Uyana, due to its sheer beauty and attractive environment. It is situated in a picturesque village in Galkiriyagama close to Dambulla in the Anuradhapura district. The Namal Uyana may be reached travelling 7 kilometres towards Adiyagala, having turned left at Madatugama junction on the A9 route from Kandy to Jaffna. The world-famous Sigiriya rock, Rangiri Dambulla cave temple, Aukkana Buddha statue and the Ibbankatua prehistoric cemetery are some of the other tourist attractions around Namal Uyana. The National Namal Uyana and the Pink Quartz mountain range covers about 2,000 acres. The Pink Quartz range, situated within the park, is considered to belong to the prehistoric era, more than 550 million years ago. This is the largest such range in South Asia and, in fact, a unique phenomenon in nature. This ecosystem has been declared a National Environmental Reserve in 2005 due to its historical, geographical as well as environmental importance. Indeed, this area is highly valued as far as biodiversity is concerned. The history of the Na forest goes back as far as the 3rd century BC. King Devanampiyathissa was then the ruler of the Anuradhapura kingdom. History records that the Na forest was nourished by various kings during the period up to the reign of King Dappula IV in the 8th century AD. A pillar inscription confirms that this area was declared as a human sanctuary by King Dappula IV. This inscription is found at the premises of the Ranava Rajamahawihare along the Adiyagala road. There are some ancient ruins here confirming the belief that the Na forest was a Buddhist religious site. For some centuries thereafter, the Namal Uyana has been almost lost to the people and neglected. Amidst natural as well as human threats, the park flourished on its own. The honor of rediscovering and restoring it to its modern status in 1991 goes to the Venerable Wanawasi Rahula Thero, who paid an unscheduled visit to this site. He sacrificed his life amidst great threats for the development of this Uyana. With great difficulty and with minimum facilities or support, the Venerable Rahula Thero was able to protect this national treasure for posterity. A national heritage destined for destruction was saved by this great Thero.
I was in the Ranava temple those days. With some 4 youths of the village, we set out to visit the Na forest. That was our first visit. We carried a flask of tea and some Mari biscuit packets. Thereafter, I visited the place thrice. It was on my visit on the 28th of March, 1991, that I decided to stay here permanently.
The first task faced by the Venerable Rahula Thero was finding a suitable place to stay. For this purpose, he selected a mora tree about 25 feet in height. With the assistance of a few villagers, he put up a hut on the mora tree. A ladder made of rope was used to climb onto the hut. The national duty of protecting this unique place for the future generation thus began.
This mora tree is historic. It is on this tree that I constructed my hut. I selected this mora tree as I found that most of the springs had their source here. Most of the ruins of a Buddhist village's site were also found here. The Bodhigare situated close by. There was no other tree in this environment where a hut could be constructed. The hut was constructed at a height of about 25 feet. I used a ladder made of ropes to climb and get down from the hut. It is here that I started my national mission of introducing Namal Uyana to the world.
මේ ජාතික නාමල් උයන ලෝකෙට හඳුන්වලා දීලා මේ ජාතිය වෙනුවෙන් සංරක්ෂණය කොට ආරක්ෂා කර තැබීමේ උදාර ජාතික මෙහෙවර මා විසින් ආරම්භ කරනු ලැබේ.
The Venerable Thero realized the difficulty and pain of living in such a desolate place on the first day itself. He had to face very grave and unexpected situations in the forest.
මේ ජාතික නාමල් උයන
When I came here in 1991, this place was a paradise of treasure hunters and illicit timber dealers. There were game hunters too. I faced so many difficulties and threats as well from these people. Even the political authorities of the day were opposed to my conservation activities. Once I was even shot at. I didn't fear anybody. I had great belief in the environment. As my objective was sacred and supreme, I did not fear anybody. Actually, I love trees, plants, animals and all those on the earth. Therefore, I tried my level best to get this place declared as a national asset and a national reserve.
අරමුණ නිවැරදි ස්වභාව ධර්මයට පරිසරයට ගහකොළට සතාසි උපාවාට මම ආදරය කරනවා ස්වභාව ධර්ම ගැන මම ලොකු විශ්වාසයක් තිබුණා මේක මේ රටේ ජාතික සම්පතක් හැටියට ප්‍රකාශයට පත් කර ගැනීමට මම තනි පුජ්‍යලෙක් හැටියට වෙහෙස මහන්සි වුණා.
The Venerable Thero realized the value and the importance of the ecosystem in his travels around the forest and up along the quartz range. It was indeed a priceless treasure trove of knowledge, an environmental university and a research station. He visualized the need for the protection of the site for the future generations. He sought the help of mass media in this regard. And due to the courage and enthusiasm shown by the Thero, he was able to get the support of many electronic and print media in this country since that year of 1991.
Since 1991, all media, including print and electronic, supported my efforts. I sincerely thank those numerous media personnel who assisted me.
The main plant in the national Namal Uyana is the ironwood tree, popularly known as Na. There are different species of ironwood, and some of these trees are believed to be about 750 years old. The Na tree is highly venerated by the Buddhists in Sri Lanka. The Buddhist literature says that early Buddhas, Mangala, Sumana, Revata and Sobhita, attained Buddhahood at the foot of a Na tree, and the Buddha to be, Maitri, is scheduled to attain Buddhahood at the foot of a Na tree as well. Even in the Ayurvedic system of medicine, the Na tree is highly valued, as various parts of the tree are used in the preparation of medicines. Ironwood is called Nagamaram in Tamil and Naga in Pali and Sanskrit.
දීවානම් පීතිස්ස මහරජතුමාගේ කාලේ
It is on this site that King Devanampiya Tissa wanted to establish the Mahamevuna Park according to folklore. During the reign of King Dapura IV, for the first time in the history, this place had been declared as a human sanctuary. It is believed that such people have planted these Na trees on this site. However, these things have to be researched further. Except tigers and bears, all other species of animals are found here, including the elephants. The extent of the Na forest is about 260 acres. And the whole area, including the Pink Quartz mountain range, is about 972 hectares in extent.
High-value trees like ebony, milla, mora, velang, panakka are found in the Na forest. Medicinal plants like agil, meemana, binkohomba, hirassa and gorakaha are also found abundantly.
Na tree is the national tree of Sri Lanka. There were many reasons for declaring Na as a national tree. Firstly, it is the cultural value attached to it. There is religious significance as well. Medicinal value of the Na tree has also been considered. This was declared as a national tree by Gazette Extraordinary Edification, dated 26 July 1986. There are two types of Na. One is called Diyana and the other is Batuna. Batuna is the hereditary Na in Sri Lanka. The scientific name is Mesua ferrea. Diyana is called Mesua nagasarium. However, this is a wet zone tree. But in this case, it has been extensively grown in the dry zone. That's the unique nature of this plant. At the early stage of its growth, it is a bushy plant. Diyana is a single plant. It's not bushy as Batuna. This plant is sometimes compared with the crocodile's backbone. The tree has a lifespan of about 250 to 500 years. When the old trees are withered away, the new plants emerge. The growth features are similar to the bamboo plants.
Water that comes out of various springs found in Namal Uyana flow along many streams in many directions. The snowy white-pink quartz mountain range can be introduced as the most unique creation of nature in the Jathika Namal Uyana. There are 7 ranges in this set of mountains, rising up 180 to 300 meters above sea level. The range of mountains displayed as ranges and single peaks consist of many slopes. The mountain range is seen at a distance like a giant guarding the Namal Uyana. The history of the pink quartz range goes back to 550 million years. And this is not only a natural resource, but also a mountain range with geographical and historical importance.
Now we are at the base of the biggest pink quartz deposit in South Asia. There is economic value in these rocks. It is believed that pink quartz decoration of the Taj Mahal in India have been done with rock taken out of this mountain. Scholars, professors as well as students in many fields of study connected with research on rocks invariably go to Greece for such purposes. However, the formation of this quartz deposit in Namal Uyana is comparatively unique and outstanding, even surpassing those in Greece for that matter. Another amazing find in the Namal Uyana is the existence of natural bonsai plants. There are many such plants in the Pink Quartz mountain range. Some such trees are believed to be 500 years old. They have turned into bonsai trees as a natural process.
Early villagers of the area used to refer to this mountain range as Lunugal Debala, meaning salty mountain, as the mountain range is seen like a range of salty mountains. They believed that the springs sprouting from the mountain and the heat produced by the range had a positive medicinal effect in treating some diseases. That ancient belief is strengthened further when it is considered that even today, many people, including the Japanese, visit the Pink Quartz Mountains to experience the energy released by it. It is believed that pink quartz can heal ailments of the heart. In the system of feng shui treatment connected with marriage and love, pink quartz is largely associated. There is evidence that since 600 BC, pink quartz has been used as a rock, generating love and kindness. Lithotectonically, the bedrocks in Sri Lanka can be categorized into three groups. They are the Highland Complex, Vijayan Complex, and the Wanni Complex. The area associated with the Namal Uyana is situated on the margin of the Highland and the Wanni complexes. According to geological factors, quartzite is the main rock type exposed in the Namal Uyana area. This quartzite rock extends, forming an antiform fold, and the fold hinge is also located in this area. Furthermore, at these peaks, the quartzite rock layer is completely exposed at the surface. As such, the Namal Uyana is geologically unique as an area where the largest quartzite rock exposed to the surface is found in Sri Lanka. Geological researchers have observed that the metamorphism of the quartzite rock strata found all over Namal Uyana is as old as the rock metamorphism of the mainland Sri Lanka, that is, 591 to 539 million years. The cooling age after completion of the metamorphism has occurred during the period 483 to 451 million years ago. The rose-colored vein quartz and geologically interesting another foliation plain which consists of silmonite, mica and quartz minerals are also found within the main quartzite rock strata spread over Namal Uyana. Geologists have also concluded that the quartz rock over Namal Uyana has been subjected to weathering, chemical as well as physical weathering through exposure to air, humidity, sunlight and carbonic matter, from its origin to this present date. As such, there is apparently some discoloration of the rocks.
ලෝකේ පවතින භෞතික අභෞතික සියලුම දේවල් ස්වභාව ධර්මයෙන් නිර්මාණය.
All physical and non-physical objects in the world are creations of nature. Even humans are supposed to be creations of the nature. The nature has fixed a time limit for such creations. More than 15 years ago, the Pink Quartz mountain range had shined brilliantly. but there is some discoloration taking place. It must be due to erosion. Research made by the scientists of Geological Survey Department has established the fact that it is a natural phenomenon. Aging is something we cannot physically prevent. Nobody is powerful enough to control nature as such. That's what is happening in the case of pink quartz deposit as well. Nature will have its own way with things.
මේ ස්වභාව ධර්මයේ විසින් නිර්මාණය වෙච්ච මේ රෝස තිරිවාන අනිදියටත් මේ වර්තමානයේ සිදු වෙගෙනින් පවතින්නේ.
The Venerable Rahula Thero was rewarded with the Presidential Environmental Award in 2004, the Sri Lanka Green Award, and also several other similar awards of recognition. Such were made to mark the yeoman national services rendered by the Thero for the conservation of this national resource as well as a national heritage. It is indeed a remarkable achievement in Sri Lanka in this 21st century.
It is my humble experience that sheer effort and devotion would take one to the top one day. During the last 23 years, I achieved so much success in life. Anybody engaged in noble deeds would succeed ultimately. Correct leadership and noble objectives would bring you good results. Even Mother Nature would then be on your side.
ඒ හැම අවස්ථාවකදීම තමන්ගේ නිවැරදි නායකත්වයට තමන්ගේ නිවැරදි අරමුණට නිවැරදි දැක්මට ස්වභාව ධර්මයේ නිරන්තරයෙන්ම ආශිර්වාද කරනවා.